we felt we were behind the game a little bit in how we moved our bodies, how we moved the puck, but just behind our game. And that would be very similar to Game 3 in the Tampa series. That's what we felt, where we need to get better.
Paul, looks like Mackey going back in. Just what do you hope he was able to learn from those first couple games and then having some time off in between from his first time in the playoffs?
Well, I mean, we put him in a challenging situation, and that I think that Tampa has the most dynamic rush game in the league in terms of stretching, bringing puck back, speed on the offside. The reads are very, very advanced for forwards, and it takes some experience. And then you throw on top of that is your first playoff game that you cannot explain to a young player, or at least I don't have the ability to articulate the difference between a regular season game and a playoff game. So we asked a lot of him. So I think he learned a lot. We're mindful that, Anton Lundell 3 years ago was a healthy scratch in his first playoffs as well. It's just an awful lot. So he gets to watch, come back and be the player. I think he'll be exactly the player he was for us in the regular season. He's really quick, very dynamic, got a real good release, and excited. Now the pressure, in some ways, the pressure's off him. He gets to come back in and just play.
Paul, just getting Aaron Ekblad back into the lineup and what he brings, especially bringing the puck out of your end against their forecheck.
Yeah, I think, he came into the league as a puck-moving, point-generating defenseman, and then we asked him to modify his game a little bit. And he and Gustav really developed a strong chemistry playing against the other team's best. What you're hopeful for is he can leave he can come in the way he played. His game 4 was outstanding. And, game 4, yeah. And just gap closures. He did produce. He did move the puck. He scored a goal that got called back as an offside, but it was really good. Scored a huge goal at the end of the game for us to tie it. And he can do both. So I'd like a bit of both, yeah.
Paul, I'm not sure if the Leafs will be giving Bennett any extra treatment.
Who?
Sam Bennett? Sam Bennett? Have you been asked about him? Anyway, not sure if the Leafs will give him any extra attention, but the fans will probably be on him.
Are they bringing their skates?
You never know in Toronto. But this is not unfamiliar territory for him to be in the spotlight like this. What have you learned about how he responds, how he's comfortable, or what you noticed about him in this spot?
He's our leading scoring forward, and he'll play an honest, hard game the way he always does. I don't think he hasn't in the past, and there hasn't been, believe it or not, that many. Oh, don't be funny, Paul. It hasn't been that many situations. He'll be fine, and I appreciate the concern. I felt that.
Wanted to check in.
He's fine. I think he's going to be okay.
Paul, game 1 aside, your road record since the start of this run in 23, 3-0 in Tampa last round. I think you're 18-10 overall since the start of the 23 playoffs. What is it about the makeup of your team and the comfort of being okay on the road?
We're not a team, first, it's a heavy match team. And I think that has a lot to do with it. So we don't have to come out of our style of play, or it's not even style of play, out of our rhythm of the game. We go on the road, and I don't pull lines off the ice. We have a general thing that we want with our forward match and a more specific D match, and that would be true of every team, most teams, I think. So there's not a big change for us in what we do, and we haven't in the past relied on feeling good to win. Right, like we don't have to snap it around, and our execution. We'll talk about our execution twice a year. Right, it's not something, so we don't need it to be pretty or to be beautiful on the road. So our style, I think, suits kind of that kind of game.
What do you see as the biggest challenge?
Mark,
Hang on, Mark, you can't get to
I was
it.
going to ask about Bennett again.
Go,
Sorry.
go.
So we're going to go Chris, Luke, Ice.
I almost thought there was contact made there, and we were going to have a conversation about that. Is that what's going on? You guys just, more of a rub, though, Mark. That wasn't full contact, yeah. Did you have one?
Yeah.
Are you allowed?
Building on what you said there on you liked Ekblad's game when he did come back in, but this has obviously, I'm sure, been a really tough season the way it's played out for him. I mean, how have you seen him handle the layoff and everything?
Really, yeah. So you can look at it. First of all, the quality of his play this year was really high. We thought he was very good, and it had followed. I'm not going to say development, just the path over the last 3 years of him growing in the role. So his game was really good. And then you're out, but you're not injured. I mean, that just hardly ever happens. And then he's alone. He's isolated. He can't really talk to anybody. If there's the positive, and we'll take it, he's really in good shape right now. He's as fit. That man's as fit as he has ever been in his life. And now we get him back. We'd like to keep him for more than a couple of games. So we'll take it now. We've survived it, I would say, without him, because we missed him. And he's a big part of what we do. And it was also that you're looking toward the end of the year to build that group as a feel. So we get Seth in, and Aaron's still on our team, and that we had a block of 4 games, 3 shutouts, and a 2-1 win against Tampa at home. Everybody's pretty excited about the way we look, right? And then we can't find him. He gets the ankle bracelet put on him, and we don't get him back. So we're just kind of getting to learn what we look like with everybody in.
How would you assess Matthew Tkachuk's postseason so far? How close is he to his top level?
Yeah, I would say his production is at or better, right? Like he's putting the numbers up, power play. He's been really good with that, and I think his overall game is continuing to. The further he gets away, the more reps he gets, the stronger he gets, the better he gets. So he's building in his game. I haven't played him about 12 minutes the first night, and he's very, very good at adapting his game to survive. Like he played a game with a broken clavicle 2 days after he broke it, and I think he had our 3 best scoring chances, and had to completely kind of rework how he played the game. So there's a balance there. He's strong, he's right, and he's getting better.
Paul, you guys have risen to the occasion in hostile environments before. You have 3 guys in Matthew, in Marchand, and in obviously Sam Bennett that in different places are viewed as, public enemies number
Right.
1. How do you see them? They almost seem like they feed off that kind of animosity from the crowd. Can you maybe expand on that?
I don't think that they feed off it. I just don't think it bothers them at all. Like it doesn't affect them. And I think if you just turned off your TV, it wouldn't, right? You stay off social media and don't watch the highlights, it wouldn't affect you. I don't think it shapes them one bit coming to the rink, throws them off, wires them up. I think we were talking about 3 elite players. So if they were waiting for that hatred to drive their game, it just wouldn't happen very much, right? This doesn't really happen very many other places. So I don't think it affects them.
Last question, Mark. Thank you.
I'm back in. See? Paul, what do you see as the biggest challenge defending Nylander? He seems to be on a bit of a roll right now. What do you want to see against him tonight?
Well, his ability to control the puck and change angles, change directions is elite. There may not be anybody better at it than he is. So what he can do with the puck one-on-one is challenge one, but really it's players away from the puck then. It's not, he can beat a guy one-on-one, take it to the net for sure, but it's the ice created by his movement that allows the other players to get open with good hands and they can get to the net. So we would view him in that, whatever the percentage is, the top 5 guys, the percentage of guys in the league, they all are something unique in their offensive game. Different, but similar in effect with Kucherov, how he can get a puck off the wall to somebody open a whole bunch of different ways. That's the same idea. They're going to get there. He's going to generate. He just is. So you want to make sure you're not putting him in a position where you're feeding it.
This series here.
Really excited. Yeah, obviously after game 1, I'm hoping to provide some energy for the team.
And you talk about providing some energy, but defensively, especially against an elite offensive group like they've got, no secrets between the 2 teams. What are the big keys here?
Oh, a pretty dynamic team. Obviously they can make plays. We saw that in game 1, and I'm excited to make my mark defensively.
Your perspective on the hit on Hagel that led to the suspension?
Going down the wall there, I'm trying to make a hit every single time I do that, and I do that all season. I was aiming for his chest, and I caught him in the chin, and that's unfortunate, but it's not my intention, and I'm never out to hurt anybody on the ice, and it's unfortunate the way that the outcome happened, but it is what it is, and we all move on.
What did you make of Hagel's comments? His response to it?
Reasonable response. That's how he feels, and we move on.
always saying your last game maybe would be the best you've seen you play. Just were you feeling that, and how do you kind of maybe carry that into this game?
I think when I'm being physical and confident with the puck and maintaining good gaps throughout the ice, I play a good game, and that's what I focused on that game. That's what I came into that game thinking about, and going to try and do that again tonight.
Looks like Sam could be getting back in for you guys. Obviously, 22-year-old rookie, but an impact player. What do you think he can bring to this group in a game like this?
I love Samuel. He's so fast. He's able to match speed all over the ice, and he's an impressive player. He's got an awesome shot. I'm a huge fan of the way he cuts back on guys. I find that extremely difficult when guys are cutting back all over the place, and I think he's really good and really strong on the puck.
Aaron, did you make any effort to clear the air with Hagel at all since then?
I'm not going to talk about any comments that I've had with Hagel.
What's it been like for you, Aaron? Like the start nature of what you've been going through for a while now.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a season. It's not the way I scripted it, but we're here now. We're in the playoffs, and it's a great opportunity to continue playing hockey.
What stood out most to you about Game 1? Watching from afar, what stood out most about the first game here?
There's just a lot of emphasis on our start and having a good start. So hopefully we'll find a way to get that done and focus on all the little details that make a good start for us possible, and carry that through 60 minutes.
Well, you've been paired with Gus for so long now. Just what stood out to you about the way that he's been playing during the time that you haven't been out there?
Gus is fine all by himself. He could be 3-on-1, 2-on-1. It don't matter. So he's an impressive player, and I love playing with him.
There's lots of talk about Sam Bennett in this market. What does he mean to this group? What does he bring to you guys on a day-to-day basis?
He's a heart and soul player. We love following him into the battle, and he's an impressive puck handler, great shooter, volume shooter, and he's a physical presence that you want on your team.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.
The offense that your line's been able to produce these last handful of games, what do you think's been the biggest key to it?
I just think it feels good. We find each other very well on the ice, and we work hard. We don't try to do anything too crazy. Just kind of waiting for a chance and be patient.
And as time's gone on, how easy has it been to incorporate Brad into your group? Because it seems like he's made a heck of an impact, and he's been great for you and Etu as well.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great for us. Me and Etu is a little more quiet guys, and Brad likes to talk all the time. So that helps a lot. But at the same time, I feel like that's a good way to get into the group, and you can feel that in the locker room as well. He's been a captain, he's a captain, so you feel that leadership as well.
Penalty kill had a big game last time out. What's been the biggest key for you guys there, and what's going to be the biggest key as this series continues on the penalty kill against Toronto?
Yeah, it's huge. You need to be able to play good on the penalty kill, and you win and lose games with that. So we just gotta be aware on our toes as well.
What's the difference when Ekblad's in the lineup and when he's out of the lineup?
Obviously we all know he's a big part of our team. He's been here for a long time and one of our key players. So obviously we always want him to be in a lineup, and can't wait to see him back in the lineup.
Speaking of that, Sam, it looks like he's getting back in, just another young guy like yourself. What does he bring to this group, and what have you learned about him this year during his rookie season?
I learned that he's been taking huge steps forward. He's a way different player than he was last season and even start of this year. He's just, keep improving. Hustle, we see how good, how fast, how good of a shot he has. So I expect him to bring, his own game, speed. He's really strong on the puck, but pretty happy for him.
Obviously a big game to be coming into, but it seems like he's always just mentally riding the straight and narrow, never gets too high, never gets too low. How impressed have you been with just his mental fortitude as a rookie?
Yeah, he's different for sure. I thought, he might be, straight from college, he might be like a little younger in his mindset as well, but no, he's very mature for his age, and you can feel it, he's, as you said, nothing really surprises him, he knows how good he is, and he has a lot of confidence.
Thanks, Monty.